All right, we are continuing on in our Distillery Wars Shootout. We are still in round one with our second batch of whiskeys. Let's get to it. Hey everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today here on Blind Whiskey Reviews, the most honest reviews on YouTube. We are in round one still of our Distillery Wars Shootout with our workhorse whiskeys. This is our second batch of whiskeys we're going after, so I'm excited to get into these two. As I mentioned in all these videos, if you want to know how I set this shootout up, I will link it up here so you can check that out. That'll make it so it's a little bit less confusing as we progress through the shootout and things don't get weird and you don't get confused as to how I did this. So if you want to know how I set it up, I gave you all the info in this video up here, so check it out. We're getting on to our second batch of whiskeys in this shootout, so I'm excited. Let's get to it. We will start with the nose. Yeah, this one's got a little bit punchier nose than the last couple we looked at. Big light fruits like apple, pear, citrus, vanilla. Smells great. Number 4. Actually smells relatively similar. Let me clear my nose. Okay, a bit different now. Some light fruits, big punch of vanilla. A little bit of oak. Yeah, there's a hint of red fruit in there too, like a berry character. Smells fantastic. All right, let's get to the taste. We'll start with number 3 here. Oh yeah, big punch of flavor on this one. Flavor monster. This feels like one of the higher proof ones we have in the set here. Definitely got a little bit more heat on it. Definitely has a huge punch of flavor up front. I mean, just tons of fruit up front on this one right now. And it's a lot of light fruit, some kind of that middling dark fruit, red fruit, berry, red apple. Let's see what it's got on the mid palate. So right now, mid palate, it's staying fruity. It's kind of fruity the entire way through. It's staying bold, it's staying strong, fruity through the middle. The back of the palate picks up a little bit of that oaky bitterness, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of leather. Really good. Let me clear my palate and we'll move on to number 4 here. So on the nose, number 4 is a bit more subdued. Let's get into the palate. Much weaker than number 3. This is definitely one of, I think, the lower proof offerings we have represented here. The flavors are decent. Up front, a little bit of the light fruit, but it quickly turns into kind of more of those standard bourbon flavors. Caramel, vanilla, lots of vanilla, brown sugar, oak tannins. Very well balanced, very good tasting, but compared to this guy, it feels weaker at this point. It's not as complex. All right, so I'm giving you some of the notes that we're tasting here. I'm going to speed this middle section up. I'm going to taste these guys a little bit more back and forth, kind of compare notes between which one I think is better, and we'll do a wrap up at the end. So let me taste these things some more. All right, so this one isn't a super tough decision for me, and you probably got the impression when I gave you the first notes I got on these, but number 4 is a pretty good standard bourbon. It's reasonably complex, it is well balanced, it just doesn't erupt with flavor. It feels a little watered down to me. And, you know, perhaps tasting it side by side with this one is the reason it tastes that way, but for me, number 3 just erupts with flavor. Feels like it's a little higher proof, but it also has more complexity than number 4. So there's more flavor to explore here because it bounces into a lot of different genres. Like right here, we're in the light fruit and kind of those standard bourbon characters of, like, you know, brown sugar, oak, vanilla, those type of things. Over here in number 3, we've got light fruit, we've got dark fruit, we've got the standard bourbon characters, we've got spice, we've got oak, it just kind of takes the full gamut of those available flavors that are in bourbon and just erupts with them. So this one definitely is the winner for me. Number 3 wins. It will be moving on in our winners bracket. Number 4, though, will get the opportunity to continue as this is a double elimination bracket, which means number 4 will move on in the losers bracket and get the chance to continue on and win its way to make its way back to the championship. So will that happen? I don't know, but we will see. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm having a great time doing this. As always, you can follow me on social media at blind_reviews on Twitter and Instagram. On Instagram, you can follow me at Mission Bottle Kill, and you can send me an email at blindwhiskeyreviews@gmail.com. And again, let me know, did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? What do you think in the comments down below? And until next time, better drink this water. Cheers.